Well, the comeback trail for Martin Rogan continues here in Castlebar tonight. His return to the ring in Limerick a fortnight ago only lasted 2 minutes and 51 seconds. An all-too-easy win over Yavor Marinchev. He'll be looking for a bigger test here this evening compared to that first-round stoppage 2 weeks ago. Finished with a left to the body, but this is once again a very strong start from Martin Rogan against Werner Kreiskott from Germany.
Yeah, those punches there, that combination, they were good solid shots, especially that right hand of the body. He's putting a bit more power behind his shots here, and he's coming out here, and I think he wants to try and get rid of these guys. What I would do would be, because I've been out of the ring for such a long time, a year in boxing, a hell of a long time, so I would want to try and coast through the first 2 or 3 or 4 rounds, because he'll know right away whether he's in any danger or not. So therefore, if you're not in any real danger, try and get the rounds in, just because it makes things easier for you as your fight career progresses, because you don't want to be knocking guys out every time in 1 or 2 rounds. You want 3 or 4 or 5 rounds below your belt.
The next 12 months could be significant for Martin Rogan, the man from Belfast, as Kreiskott again has to defend here. Some very meaty blows coming in from Rogan.
Yeah, that's good stuff. At least he's varying his punches now from the head to the body. You see, a lot of fighters don't do, but Rogan there right now, he was throwing body shots and head shots, which is good. It means your opponent has to think about what's coming next instead of being able to anticipate what he thinks is coming next. So he's varying his punches now, which is pretty good.
Is that Rogan? Well, he'd be reasonably pleased with this opening round here. A good left to the body of the German, who keeps his defense high here. Closing seconds of this opening round here. Going to be a first round stoppage for Martin Rogan here tonight, and perhaps that's just as well, because as Dave says, he needs to get some rounds under his belt on this fight as well, in terms of his comeback after a year out with that neck injury. Rogan, who made his debut back in 2004, 12 straight wins with 6 knockouts before those much talked about back-to-back defeats to Sam Sexton, those Commonwealth title defeats.
He wants to get that jab going, Rogan, because that's a good solid stiff jab that he has, and everything thought comes behind that. That's a really good jab. You can see there when it goes in, there's a bit of power there, and you can bang your left hook in or your right hand across, or your left hook to the body, and that opens all the doors, the left hand, and he's got a good solid left hander, so he wants to make that work for him. Let it go and bang in the left hook to the body, to the head, and then let that big right hand go right across, because it's a really good combination, and it's a really good solid left jab he has to open all the doors.
It's certainly been a measured and composed performance so far from Rogan, as that Kreiskott is forced to retreat, and he was rather fortunate to just avoid those swinging arms of Martin Rogan. Somebody in the audience, the cameraman there, may have the worse for wear rather than the 2 boxers at the moment.
Actually, it's a camera woman. She nearly went. She fell there because the 2 heavyweights were right bang beside her, and Martin Rogan let a volley of punches go, and the lady standing with the camera nearly got tagged. Good stuff from Rogan here. That's a good solid right hand.
A pretty decent response as well from Kreiskott. This one is shaping up to be a pretty decent contest. So round 3 between Rogan and Kreiskott, and Kreiskott, the German, electing not to sit down during the brief interval between sessions here. Statement of sorts from Kreiskott. Martin Rogan landing with the right hook. It's been a pretty decent workout so far for Martin Rogan as he bids to continue on this comeback trail. He's hoping that there are bigger days and bigger tests and bigger fights lying ahead, perhaps the European title.
You see, these are the sort of fights you need. There's no point in getting in there and being able to knock guys out, willy-nilly. You need fellas who are going to test you, and get the best out of you. And this is what's happening here right now. Kreiskott here is, he's taking some good solid shots from Rogan here. He's taking them well, but he's still standing there, and that's the main thing. It means that Rogan can get rid of his ring rustiness, get his timing back on track, and let the punches go freely. But as he gets into the fight, he's throwing a few more combinations, and he's putting 3 and 4 and 5 shots together at the one time.
Advantage. Very little between these boxers, but Rogan is getting to work here once again. Just over a minute remaining in round 3. Kreiskott replying really well there. This is pretty tough workout for Martin Rogan. If he's looking for a test, he's certainly getting it from Kreiskott. Very durable German. Round 4 between Martin Rogan and Werner Kreiskott from Germany. This one's scheduled to go 6 rounds. Rogan in the silver trunks here against the German, who's proven to be a pretty tough opponent so far. If he's looking for a workout, then Rogan has got it so far from a very tough Kreiskott, 32 years of age. Now Rogan really getting to work right at the start of round 4 here. We've seen that happen during the course of this fight, but on each occasion, and once again, Kreiskott has found a second wind and has responded very positively.
See, when Rogan gets in closer, Adrian, and he lets those combinations go, like he's head hunting again. Whereas in the opening rounds, he was burying his punches to the body and to the head. Now, for this opening start of this round, in the last round, he's letting more punches go to the head. So he wants to try and move downstairs a bit more often, because this is where he's having the more success, and this is where he'll do the most damage.
Always seems to have a ready smile outside of the ring. Very popular with the rest of the boxers as well. He wanted a test and he's getting one here.
See, that was a good solid left hook to the body he threw there, but he didn't follow it with a good solid right hand or another good solid left hook. He's throwing good hard solid punches, but Kreiskott's catching all in the gloves and the arms. That's why you have to move. I don't keep repeating myself, but you have to move downstairs.
Well, a nod just a few moments ago from Kreiskott. Come on, is that the best you can do? Martin Rogan appears to be stirred by that response from the German, who once again nods in his direction. I really want to provoke Martin Rogan. Both boxers have worked very hard. Clipped by a left Rogan, but no real power. Really clubbing right hook, but a shake at the head from Kreiskott once again, as if to say, is that the best you can do? It's been a decent 4th round, and despite the protest of the German, he continues to shake the head, but Rogan is landing some meaty blows at the moment.
You know what it means when they shake their head? It means that it's got through and it has done a bit of damage. That's why they're shaking their head.
Trying to convince himself as much as anyone else. A left to the body and a right to the head from Martin Rogan. Kreiskott will welcome the bell at the end of round 4 here. The power of Rogi beginning to take its toll on this German. It's with the wild swinging left, but well evaded by Martin Rogan. Closing seconds here of the round.
You see when he's in close, he got there, just drop the left hook to the body. One wee side step, half step, and bang that left hook into the body.
The penultimate round between Martin Rogan in the silver shorts and Werner Kreiskott. It's been a very fine display overall, and exactly what the doctor ordered for Martin Rogan so far. He is certainly getting some rounds under his belt after his return to the ring. Return, of course, a fortnight ago in Limerick to a devastating effect, but he's really keen to finish this one off right at the start of round 5. To give credit to Kreiskott. He's a tough lad, 32 years of age.
I was actually watching Rogan's trainer, a guy called Nugget Nugent, and I see him gesturing to the body, which leads me to think that he wants Martin Rogan to do what I want him to do, which is concentrate more with that left hook to the body. A few jabs in, bang, bang. Don't leave the head alone completely, but a few jabs in, bang, bang, and then bang that left hook into the body. And that wee half step means you get a wide panoramic view of the target, and you can move, and you will do so much damage. And he did it in the opening of the round, so that leads me to believe that his trainer has spotted the same weakness in Kreiskott, sorry.
Well, let's see if Martin Rogan takes the advice of the corner. Again, trying to work the head of Kreiskott. Sticking out that left jab once again, Rogan here. Kreiskott now trying to turn defense into attack. Rogan with some defending of his own to do, but on the counter here, lands with the right. Kreiskott just crashes into the ropes for support. Kreiskott increasingly looking the tired boxer in this 5th round. Just over a minute remaining.
You can see that they're real good solid shots that Rogan's throwing there, but he just can't get it, get them just home or through cleanly enough. If one does land, it will do a lot of damage because there's really a lot of venom there and there's a bit of power. But if he can get that left hook, I know I keep repeating this, if he gets that left hook into the body, that one there only a wee bit harder and a wee bit lower, that'll do one hell of a damage.
And a right hook to the head of Kreiskott. See if he can indeed work the body of his opponent here. Rogan eyeing up his opponent, trying to find the combination that will clear the opening. You have to give Kreiskott a lot of credit as well here, as Rogan is bottled up in the corner. He's a pretty tough hombre. 7 years younger than Martin Rogan. Approaching the end of round 5 here. Rogan with a chance perhaps to finish with a flourish. It is the second last round. Really good right hook. Well, it's the final round between Rogan and Kreiskott in what has been a pretty decent contest, and in terms of his rehabilitation, it's been a good one as well for Martin Rogan. He's been certainly made to work very hard here by this tough warrior in Werner Kreiskott, 32 years of age, the German, against Martin Rogan, 39 years of age from Belfast, nudging towards 40. So time isn't exactly on his side. There are some who would suggest that perhaps a pity he didn't turn pro a little earlier than he did.
See, this is the sort of workout that he needs after 12 months out, and this is his second fight in 12 months, the first being 2 weeks ago. This is what he needs, because this will get rid of whatever ring rustiness he had. This will put an end to it tonight, because he's had to work pretty hard here. He's thrown a lot of good combinations, and Kreiskott has been a thank, and he's thrown some real good solid shots. So therefore, I think now after this fight, his fight game should improve a bit more, and he'll be a lot more confident than what he was, because now all those ghosts have all been laid to rest.
Well, they are hoping that he could be in line for a shot at the EBU heavyweight title. That's really dependent on the outcome of the Alexander Dimitrenko Albert Sosnowski fight in December. Victory for the Polish boxer Sosnowski, and promoter Brian Peters is confident that Rogan can get a shot at the title. Rogan coming forward once again. And Kreiskott, to give him credit, he's remained tenacious, and Rogan having to defend here and cover up. The big German remains a danger, but Rogan has largely bossed this fight. Kreiskott just running out of tough, you feel, but he is a tough campaigner. A minute remaining. Question is now, will it go the distance? So far, Kreiskott has survived, but Martin Rogan.
See, if he takes a side step right now, or if he stands back to the side, one half step, bang, and bangs in a left hook. I know these are the reason why I'm saying it, because it's the opportunity is there for him to do that, and he did it, in the opening round. Took wee side steps and bang, and they banged in the left hook, but he hasn't done it since, and that's a punch that causes so much damage to your solar plexus. Just knocks the wind clean out of your sails, and it weakens your body dramatically. He did it in the opening round, and he hasn't continued to do it in the later rounds here, and it would have a lot more effect if he did.
Well, the face of Martin Rogan just a little bloody now. Last few seconds here, the final round against Werner Kreiskott. It's been a decent workout for Rogan, who's trying to finish with the flourish here, and he's been caught with the left, but Martin Rogan just warned by referee Mayo. And the bell at the end of this contest, and it has been a very good workout in terms of his comeback for Martin Rogan, the man from Belfast.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 6 rounds, the referee has called the contest. Werner Kreiskott 56 points, Martin Rogan 59 points. The winner, Martin Rogan.
Martin Rogan continues on the comeback trail with another win, a points win over the German
And
Werner Kreiskott.
please for Werner Kreiskott.